So we have a very special episode today. We are doing something that I've been wanting to do for 20 plus years. We are building a race car. All right, so I need to clarify. I am not building a race car. This is my dad's race car, and I want to explain that really quick. As most of you know, I've talked about a lot on this channel. I grew up in a family of racers, and so I always make the joke, you know, my dad and my uncles raced cars, and my brothers raced motorcycles, and then when the money ran out, by the time it got around to me, I raced bicycles. So this is something that I've wanted to be a part of with my dad and my brothers for a very long time, because while I did get to help them when they worked on other people's cars, I never got to help when they worked on any of the cars that they owned. So this is something I'm super excited about, and I wanted to document this whole process because I thought it'd be really cool to be able to look back and see where the car started to where it goes. And this all started when my mom died from COVID. We kind of didn't know what my dad was going to do because, like, he had dedicated his whole life to my mom, to us, and now his boys are grown and he's by himself. And so what's he going to do? So he's like, go back to what he loves doing. Racing cars, building race cars. So he's got some goals and dreams that he wants to achieve, and we want to help him support that. So I just want to document it and show this whole journey and this whole process and bring you guys along. And this is one of those series I was excited to share on the channel. I said there was new things coming. This is one of those things that I want to show. So the car's in very, very early stages, and so we're going to get inside and I'll show you where we're at so far.
On a 1983 Camaro Berlinetta. We're going to make it into a I-stock automatic NHRA legal class car. I want to make it run in the stock class. I'm building the whole car myself. I want to make it to get it as close as possible to run its dial in and go 60 or 70 under its index. I think the I index is 12 seconds, so the car will probably want to try to run like an 1140, 1120, between an 1120 or 1140. I've always wanted to run an NHRA. I used to race back in the 70s, just bracket racing and stuff, but had kids, life went on, and after that, my wife passed away, and I don't have nothing to do, so now is a chance for me to try to just spend some time in doing something to stay busy and try to meet my dream goal, one of my bucket list things that I've wanted to do all my life. It's in bad shape. But we're working on it, putting the rear end underneath it, getting all the suspension parts for it, getting the motor done at the machine shop, the transmission. Just didn't realize it was going to be this hard to try to get parts and machine work and stuff done. It's not like it was in the old days, man. You could get something done right away. Now it's like it takes forever. But just taking my time and just doing one thing at a time. So me and my boys are putting this thing together, and they're helping me with my grandkids, so they know what it's like to kind of go through what you got to do to make something run good. So hopefully we can accomplish that goal and get it all done. Yeah. And then we can all enjoy it and have fun. Probably my favorite has been the 68 Camaro, the white one that I had. I had more fun with that one. And my 69 Nova street car. I've had more fun with those two cars than I had with anything else. They were just consistent and just accomplished so much with so little back then, What we did, racing it, learning. I was a teenager back then, 20 years old, whatever, and just not knowing nothing and accomplishing what I did back then is making the car running as good as it did. It was a lot of fun, a lot of learning curve, and that's what's brought me into mechanic work and doing whatever, and that's what's got me here today, is those days back in the day where we had fun, worked on it, did it, everything our own selves, you know, built our own motors and everything else, you know. So that's just what I'm doing now. Probably my favorite moment in racing was being able to race at Green Valley and win trophy classes in Green Valley and stuff back then. Like I said, I was learning. The second best thing in my moment is right now is I've learned a lot from a lot of the racers that are running in NHRA and helping Johnny and Jeff Lopez in their Jeff runs Johnny's Camaros, and just to go out and help them and see what they go through and see everything that they do, it's been a real learning curve for me, and it's got me excited. That's the reason I want to get. I could have raced Super Gas, Super Street, anything, but in the stock class, it seems like it's just more fun. It's a lot harder to get into it, but it's more fun. Being there when Jeff won the divisional race, you know, helping him out, you know, so that's the most fun I've had. It makes me have a good time. I have none whatsoever. The only one I have is that I wish she would have stayed with it, but like I said, family first.
Yeah.
You know, racing is always second, you know. God first, family second, you know, and that's the way it goes. That's the only other thing, but I put my family first before racing, so that's why I quit back in the 70s to raise my boys. And now they're all grown, so now we're doing it again. Today we're putting the rear end underneath it with the bars and everything to get it set up so I can get it rolling, and putting the brakes, the disc brakes and all that on it. And I got to take it to go get the roll cage put in it, or the roll bar, and start cleaning it out and gutting it. And next week I'm going to start working on the engine. We got to put frame connectors on it and stuff like that. That's what we're doing today. So I'm trying to get that done as soon as possible. Waiting on the transmission guy to finish the transmission. We're going to run a 200 automatic transmission, and we're running a 305 engine in it. So it's going to be a flat top engine 305. So it's a lot harder today to build a spec motor than I thought it was going to be, just because of the numbers and parts that you got to use. But it's been a real learning curve for me, and I've really enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun doing the research and enjoying all of that. I really have. I've learned a lot.
As you can see, there is a lot of work left to do on the car. The goal for today was really just get the rear end put in, get it rolling so we can move it around and get some of the work done that we need to get done on the chassis, on the body. A lot of that rust needs to be taken care of, clean up some of the underside, weld some parts on there, but before we get to any of that, we had to get it rolling and moving so we can move it in and out of the shop and to where it needs to go. So as you can see, it is going to be a long process, so there will be a lot of episodes for this, but excited to share these moments with y'all, and excited for my dad. Now, he's a little nervous about this being on YouTube, so if you guys could do me a favor, leave some words of encouragement for him down in the comments, and if you have any questions for the old man, the grumpy old man, leave those in the comments as well. Make sure to like and subscribe, try to tap that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
You don't get it from me, that's for sure. Well, they'd be listening, they'd be paying attention, because we didn't never talk back when I was a kid. My dad, he'd backslap you so quick. And then all this nonsense and all y'all be talking about, watch out.
You want him to hold it, or you wanted to watch out?